are going to. Hello children, in chapter 11 the next topic will be tables in HTML. First, what do you mean by table? Table means what? We had already learnt in chapter 6 the OpenOffice writer. A table is nothing but it's a combination of rows and columns. So row is a horizontal line and column is a vertical line. So the intersection of rows and columns can create a table. So row is the grid of rows and table is a grid of rows and columns. So we have already learnt about in the OpenOffice writer. Then how do you create the table in HTML? That is, HTML is a hypertext markup language which is used to create your web page. So how do you create a table appearance in your web page or in your web browser? So here we are having some 5 core tags. Core tags means it's a important tags, very important tags which are used to create a table. The first one is a table tag. So table tag is used to create a table. Then inside that table we need to draw a row and column. So for that we have a table row tag and table column tag. So table row tag is defined as a TR tag. So the TR tag is defines table rows and the TH tag define table column and the TD tag means it's nothing but the table data. So after create a table you have to type your content inside the table. So that is called a TD tag is used to specify the data inside the cell. What do you mean by cell? First of all, table means it consists of rows and columns, more than one row and one column, 2 rows, 2 columns, otherwise 3 rows, 3 columns, or 3 rows, 10 columns, something like that, based according to our need. So what do you mean by cell? Cell means it's a small square which is the intersection of rows and columns. So the intersection of rows and column create a small box, that is called a cell. Then caption means it is the title for the table. So what are the 5 core tags available to create a table? Means we have table tag, TR means table row tag, TH means table column tag, then TD means table data tag, then caption means it is a title tag. Apart from these 5 tags we have 3 more tags. One is table body, table head and table foot tags are also used to define the control of whole sections of the table. So here you see the example, how do you create a table. So the first one is a HTML tag. In this program, HTML tag, after that a heading tag which is used to create a heading on your web page. Then you have to create your table. So TR is a table row. So here we have a 3 rows, book, author and publisher. Then like that Fox Pro Taxali and publications, like that you have to create a table using these tags. Then we are going to see about what are the, here you see this is the table. So here it's a table, it consists of rows and column. The horizontal lines are called the rows, then the vertical lines are called the what? It's a columns. Then the books and author, in this table the books and author comes in between the caption, that is title of the table. Then your table border is there. Then you have a table row means Fox Pro Taxali PB publications, like that. Then table column means book, Fox Pro, Visual Basic, Core Java. So row means it's nothing but the horizontal line used to represent horizontal line data. Column means it is used to represent the vertical line data. Then what are the attributes of table? So we have some attributes to create a table. Then what are the attributes of table? The table is the container tag. What do you mean by container tag? The last topic we had seen about container tag. What do you mean by container tag? So container tag means nothing but it has a opening tag and closing tag. Opening tag, it comes simply as a table enclosed with the angular brackets. So what do you mean by closing tag? Closing tag, along with the slash symbol you have to write the table, then enclosed with the angular brackets. So if the tag is having both opening tag and closing tag means that is called a container tag. In case if the tag is having only the opening tag means it is called a empty tag. So then now we are going to see the attributes of table. The first attribute is cell spacing. What do you mean by cell spacing? Cell spacing means nothing but the space between between the cells. So cell means here each rectangular box is called a cell. There is the space between the two rectangular box. Between the book and author, you have one small space, that is called a cell spacing. Here you see book between the book and author. Book is comes under one rectangular box and author is written under one rectangular box. So these both rectangular boxes called the cells. In between these two cells we have one small space. Now that small space is called a cell spacing. Then next one is a cell padding. Cell padding means it is used to set the space between the content of a cell and its border. Again here you see there is a space between here the book cell, you see inside the book cell you have a space between the cell border, that left side cell border and the first letter of book. So there is a space, that is called a cell padding. So cell padding means it is nothing but the space between the content of the cell and its border. The value should be in the pixels. I already said, the values should be in the pixels. It can be converted into inches. Okay. Then border. What do you mean by border? Border means it's a table border. So border attribute with the table tag is used to specify the thickness of the border lines around the table. The value of the border attribute should be non-zero value in pixels. So the border attribute value should be non-zero value. It should have some values. If it is the value is 0, HTML displays the table without border. So what happen if you specify the value, border value is 0 means the HTML displays the table without border. The default value is 0 in most of the browsers. Underline that line. The default value is 0 in most of the browsers. Then fourth attribute is border color. So it is used to apply the color for your border. Then alignment. Alignment means we have a left. What are the alignments? Or we have left alignment, right alignment, center alignment and justify. So it is used to set the position of the table within the browser window. Left is the default position. If you want to make your alignment to the right or center means you can give the value, alignment attribute. Then BG color means it's a background color. You can apply a background color using this attribute. Then height and width means it is a height of the table and width of the table. All the values should be represented in the terms of pixels or percentage. Okay. Then next one is attribute of table data, table column and table row tags. TD means table data, TH means table column, then TR means table row tag. So the first one is a alignment. Alignment means again it is used to specify the horizontal alignment of your content with a cell. Within the cell you are going to type some table data. So that data's alignment can be left, right or center. Then vertical alignment used to specify the vertical alignment of the content within the cell. Bottom is the default alignment. If you want to make top or middle means you can make changes by providing the value of the attribute. Then width means it is used to specify the width of the cell in terms of pixels or percentage. Then BG color and background, BG color attribute is used to apply a particular color or background cell. Background attribute is used to apply an image or picture as a background of cell. Then what do you mean by row span and column span? Row span is nothing but it is merging two row cells. Okay. So row span attribute is used to merge two or more cells in a row into a single cell. What do you mean by merging? Merging means what? Merging is nothing but joining the two cells. In case you have first cell and second cell means you can, using this row span, you can join these two cells and convert these two cells into a single cell. Okay. Then column span, obviously it is used to merge two or more cells in the column as a single cell. Okay. Then next one. So this is the table tag, TR tag, TH tag, TD tag are called the caption tag, are called the tags are used to create the table. Then we had seen the attributes of table and attributes of TD, TH and TR. The next topic will be list in HTML. What do you mean by list? Suppose if you want in case you are writing one big paragraph question. So you want to write that paragraph question into your point wise means you are providing some numbers 1, 2, 3, otherwise A, B, C. Otherwise you can give the bulleted. Bulleted means you can give the any star or a circle or tick mark or triangle, something like that. You can provide that points. So first point, second point, third point, fourth point. This also we have seen in the OpenOffice writer, bulleted and numbered list. So bulleted and numbered list. Bulleted means some small symbols you can provide and write your points. Otherwise number list means 1, 2, 3 or Roman number 1, 2, 3 or A, B, C, D, something like that you can provide. So the same thing we can do in HTML also. Okay, so we can provide the numbered and bulleted points. So that is called a list in HTML. So that a numbered list and bulleted list, how here in HTML we are calling it's a ordered list and unordered list. Okay, ordered list means nothing but we are providing the numbers. Unordered list means we are providing the some symbols, that a circle symbol or triangle symbol or asterisk symbol or star symbol, something like that. Then third list is a definition list. Definition list means nothing but you are going to write a paragraph. So if you are going to write a paragraph means according to that, based on the content of your paragraph, you have to write a what? Side heading. So that combination of that side heading and the content, and the based on your side heading, the content you have to write like a paragraph. So these two is called a definition list. So here list in HTML is important 5 mark question. Here you have a 3 list. One is a ordered list, another one is unordered list, third one is a definition list. Then how can you create a ordered list? So for ordered list you have a tag. The tag name is OL, that is ordered list. The order first letter O, then list first letter L. So order list is a container tag again, because it is having a opening tag and closing tag, so it is called a container tag. Then inside the ordered list you have to provide a list LI. LI is used to represent the each and every element of the list. In your list, suppose in case you are going to write Tamil, English, Maths, Physics, Chemistry, something like that, one by one you are going to write, means this Tamil, then English, then Maths, then Physics, Chemistry. This one can be written as a, can be called as a element. So these elements can be written within the list tag. Okay. So LI is used to represent the list item in the list. Order list displays items in a numerical or alphabetical order. Both OL and LI tags are container tags, but the usual practice closing tag never be used for only for list. Here you see how to create a order list. So in this program, you have to start with that HTML heading, title. Within the body tag only you are going to provide your ordered list. Okay, HTML heading, title and body tag, these four are compulsory for all the programs. Okay, you have to start with HTML tag, then you have to provide a heading tag, then title tag, then within the body only you are going to provide your ordered list. So within the ordered list, OL is used to represent, you are going to provide a ordered list. So on that list you have to provide Tamil, Telugu, English, computer application. So L1 is used to represent list. So this list may be either numbers, 1 to the, here you see the output, either numbers or alphabetical. That also we have to provide. So for that we have two types of attributes. One is a type attribute, second one is a starting, from which number you have to start your list. So type attribute means either numbers 1, 2, 3, otherwise A, B, C, D. So here in this table you see what are the types available numbering style. So Arabic numbers means 1, 2, 3, lowercase letters A, B, C, D. Then uppercase letter means capital A, B, C, D, then lowercase Roman numbers, then uppercase Roman numbers. Then the second attribute will be the start attribute. Start attribute means changing numbering order. So by default it will start with a 1. Okay, here you see the default starting point is 1. But if you want to make changes with your starting number means you can use the start attribute. Okay, here you see OL type equal to I, then start equal to 5. So I is used to represent the Roman number, lowercase Roman number. Then start with the 5th Roman number. Then your output will be 5th physics, 6th chemistry, 7th biology, 8th botany, then 9th zoology. Okay. Then next one is a unordered list. Unordered list means without numbering, you can give some circles, give some small icons or pictures. So the same, but you are here in this program, you see within the body tag your unordered list will be started. Then list, what will be the output? Here there is, except instead of number 1 2 3, here we have a small circle. So attributes of unordered list, again you have a type. So what are the numbering list? You have disk means it's a small circle, square means it's a small square, then circle means the unfilled circle. Okay. Excuse me. Then next one will be the definition list. So definition list means nothing but the what? It's a side heading and your paragraph content. So definition list is different from other two types of list. No bullet or number is provided from the list items. In this list type, the list elements has two parts. So one is definition term, that is, then the next one is a definition description. What do you mean by definition term? Definition term means it is a side heading. Then definition description means it is the based on your side heading, you have to type on content. No, that content is called a definition description. So definition list is surrounded within DL tag, that is a container tag. Then your definition term is presented with the DT, definition term. Then your definition description should be surrounded with the DD. In this example, you see within the body tag you have DL. So DL is used to you are going to provide a definition list. Then DT means definition term. In otherwise, it is a in simple words, it is a side heading. Then DD means it is a definition description, it is the content. Okay. Then here you see the output. So HTML is a side heading, then hypertext markup language is a content. The same thing, web page is a side heading which is provided inside the DT, that is definition term. Then your web page is a document, that content is provided within the DD, that is definition description. Then what do you mean by nested list? Nested list means a list block can be defined inside another list. So the list inside another list. Here you see, so districts of Tamil Nadu, districts of Kerala, these are one list, 1 2 3. So inside the district of Tamil Nadu, you have again one more list, Chennai, Madurai, Coimbatore. Then inside the Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram, Palakkad, Idukki. So here this is the nested list. Then the final topic will be links. What do you mean by link? Link means there is a connection between one to another. So in HTML, what is the link? Otherwise in web page, what is the link? Link means there is a communication or the connection between one web page to another web page. Otherwise within the web page, the same web page also we have some link. So that link also can be created within the HTML language. So for that we have to use the tag A along with the href. What do you mean by href? href. The href means it's a hypertext reference. So using these two, we can create a link between one page to another page. So link is an important feature of HTML to connect web resources. Link in HTML is used to create hyperlinks to web content. Web content may be an HTML document or an external web page or a multimedia content such as image, video. Multimedia content means it's nothing but image, video, audio or animation, etc. or even part of the current window. The current document means what document you are going to use, no, that is the current document. So we can create a link for external web page or any multimedia document or HTML document or the current document. So for this we need, what are the elements we need? The first one is the name of the file or URL. URL means what? What is the expansion for URL? URL means it's a uniform resource locator, otherwise nothing but it's a path name. Okay. So we have to provide the file name or path name. The next one, next element is the text that will serve as clickable link. So if you click that link, it will go to that corresponding page. So that clickable link we have to create. How do you create that clickable link? You have to use the anchor tag. So anchor, that A is represent that anchor tag. Along with the anchor tag, you have to use the href attribute. Okay. So href means it's nothing but the abbreviation of hypertext reference. So you have to underline that line. Href is a hypertext reference. So here you see the coding. Href equal to web content path or URL. Then you have to give the clickable link. So the example, href equal to, here the URL is tnscrt.org index.html. Then how do you go to that page? So you have to provide the clickable link. So that clickable text is SCRT. That one will be in the some different color. That clickable link, for which text you are providing that link, that will be appear in the different color. Okay. So the above link code creates a target of hyperlink to the website TNSCRT. At the time the user click the link, that capital SCERT, that is the clickable text. If you click that link, it will go to that corresponding web page. Okay. Then in the HTML link colors, a link will appear in all browsers by default as in the following color. Unvisited link is underlined and blue. Okay. So the link text can be appear in blue color with underline. A visited link will be converted into purple color. The active link underline and red. Then we have two types of links. One is an internal link, another one is a external link. What do you mean by internal link? One second. Internal link. What do you mean by internal link? Create a link to a particular section of the same document. Because you have to understand this. Create a link to a particular section of the same document is known as a internal link. If suppose if you create a link within the same document, means that is called a internal link. So for that you have to use the A tag along with its attribute. Then one more link is external link. External link means it is a external web page, not a current web page. So not the same web page. So the external web page, if you are creating a link from one web page to another web page, not the same. If it is a same web page, means it is called a internal link. In case you are creating a link from the one web page to another external web page, means it is called a external linking. So it is made possible by providing the URL of the external file. Then you have to use the A tag. A tag means anchor tag along with the href attribute. Okay. Then that's all for the chapter 11. Then points to remember: the bold, italic, underline are the tags to make the text as bold, italic and underline. These tags are otherwise known as a physical style tags. So the 2 mark, how can they ask what are the physical tags available in HTML? So you have to write bold, italics and underline. Then highlighting is an important formatting feature, is used to call attention to the reader. So for highlighting you have to use the mark tag. Then subscript and superscript used to represent subscript and superscript respectively. Then the font tag used to change the style, size and color of a text. Then a font, what do you mean by font? A font is a named set of certain style of characters and numbers. Then the horizontal rules, thematic breaks, it is called a thematic breaks. Visually it will draw the line, section break line. Then table is a combination of rows and columns. Then tables were officially introduced in HTML 3.2 only. There are 5 core tags. What are the tags? Table, table tag, tr tag means table row, th means table column, then td means table data, then caption tag. These 5 are the core tags for creating a table. Then HTML supports 3 types of list. One is ordered list, that is ordered or number list. Then unordered or unnumbered list. Then definition list. Then link is an important feature in HTML to connect web sources. A link in HTML is used to create hyperlinks to the web content. Then hyperlinks consider either internal links or external links, depends on their target. Okay. Then your homework will be part 2 and part 3. So part 2 and part 3, chapter 11, part 2 and part 3, you have to complete in your class note. Okay, thank you children.